Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new series on the channel. Sanctum Gamer here, and this is the map build for the Nomasburg region. As you can tell, this is going to be slightly different from my usual videos, in that with this one, I will be running commentary. Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking. You'll be surprised how nerve-wracking it is sitting here talking to what is essentially a screen, and yet I'm sweating here like a fish out of water. It's ridiculous. Anyways, the main reason why I decided to actually do the commentary was it's been one of the most requested things on the channel. Like almost every video has some comment in some way or form that requests commentary, wishing that I could talk about what I'm doing. There are people who are interested in my thought process and stuff like that. So about a week or so back, I posted a poll on my Discord server asking people whether they would be interested in commentary or not. And the majority of the people that actually participated said they would like commentary. Now, what was nice about it also is that some people left some feedback around how the commentary should be done. And some people voiced the fact that they enjoy my builds without commentary, and so commentary would kind of ruin it for them. Others would love commentary, maybe not so much of it, but in some cases have, voiceovers to explain what is actually happening. So with all that feedback, I decided, okay, let's do commentary, but at least have some form of plan to it. And I'll talk about that in a bit. For the Nomasburg region, right, I want this to be something that is very different from City of Tando. City of Tando is meant to be this big, dense, gray city. It's all about the buildings, it's all about the density. And I've always wanted to do something along those lines in City Skylines. But for the longest time, I've had a potato of a computer and was never able to really push it to the limits. Now, I'm in a position to be able to do that. And that's why I actually started City of Tando, to actually build that really, really big, aggressive city. That, of course, is taking me away from what I actually really enjoy, which is doing things that are more green, with more lush forestry around, similar to what Little Town was. But Little Town didn't actually turn out the way I had intended. Little Town very rapidly got out of control and became this big city. When I initially started, hence the name Little Town, it was meant to be a small set of towns all over the place, small rural settlements. But then as I went along, I just completely lost focus. So Nomasburg is meant to take me back to what I originally wanted to do. Now the plan around Nomasburg is to have something more rural, no real dense big city buildings anyway, right? It's meant to be a set of towns that occupy this region, this map, that work together and kind of bring the whole place to life. Now, the introduction of things like the Industries DLC, the Sunset Harbor DLC, it's actually allowed me to build a sort of region that I actually want, which is a vast land of farmlands with a lot of small towns scattered here and there, all working together to kind of bring this whole place alive. So that's the plan for the Nomasburg region. I'm hoping that I can control myself, not let it run away like Little Town did. But the hope is that with the existence of City of Tando, if I want to build something bigger, something more dense, I can jump into that and do that over there. Whereas when I feel like building something a little more relaxed, a little less busy, I can jump into Nomasburg and do that. And that is why I actually want to run the two series. I'm not entirely sure the format that videos are going to take, the frequency of each one. I think I'll figure that out as time goes along. But as I start this, for now, I'll probably release a couple of videos of Nomasburg and then jump into City of Tando for a little bit. And I'll probably do back and forth, try and figure out some kind of a pattern. wait for feedback from all of you as well, and that can actually help shape how everything is structured. So if you want, let's say, alternating videos, we can do that. Maybe 5 episodes from the one, 5 from the other. We can work out an actual plan on how to run the series on the channel. Now, before anybody goes off and says, hey, post 2 videos a week, yeah, I highly doubt I can do that. The amount of time it takes to edit my videos is actually insane. You'll not believe. Cutting out as much content as I cut out, all the scrolling through menus, the flying around to make sure everything is all right, all that getting cut out is a lot. So it is highly unlikely that I'll be able to do 2 videos a week. But, never say never, right? Time will tell. Okay, so I've been rambling for quite a while. Let's talk about the map build just very quickly. I don't think there's really a lot to say about map builds other than the fact that you carve the landscape, shape up some rivers, lay down some roads like I'm doing here, put down trees, and you're pretty much done. I grabbed the parallel road mod tool, I think that's what it's called, in hope that it would make my building of the roads much easier, but it actually did not work at all in the map build, which was kind of sad. So I ended up having to build every single road by hand, both ways. Yeah, ended up being more tedious than it should have been. But that's besides the point. So, Nomasburg, expect to see a lot of, the industries DLC being utilized as well as Sunset Harbor. That's the plan. This big river that runs through the map is actually designed purposely to be a calm river because I want ferries and stuff running on it, right? So I didn't want it to be this fast flowing, or have a lot of fast flowing water all about. I think that would look a bit unrealistic. So I purposely kept this river nice and calm. It's actually the sea level in the game. That's all it is. It's just shaped up the land, got the place to fill up with water, and I left it at that. Now I'm going to be sharing this map on the workshop, which means if you get hold of it and you plan on playing on it, I would not encourage dumping your sewage into the river because it's just going to sit there. It's going to go nowhere. So there are pockets of water all over the land. If you really want to play vanilla, you can dump your sewage in there. But I don't see, I can't play vanilla. I think that's the problem. I've tried playing vanilla. Recently I had to do a build pure vanilla, and it was painful. So hats off to everybody who plays this game vanilla. It's just not me. But yeah, at this point we'll just lay down the roads, lay down, resources, build the off-ramps, and that will pretty much be it. So let me keep quiet for a bit, allow you to enjoy the rest of this map build, and I'll come in a bit to say my goodbyes. Alright, enjoy. Okay, so this is the off-ramp that's going to take us to the starting tile. This really took longer than it should have. I spent a good couple of days trying to work out which is the best place to actually put the starting tile. Initially, it was meant to be somewhere in the middle of the map, but I could not work out for the life of me how to actually start it if the starting tile was there. I know it's weird, but I'm meticulous like that about the stuff that I do, and it's actually quite annoying. So I ended up deciding to start on one of the tiles that's closer to the edge of the map. So if you have a 25 tiles unlocked, it's like right at the edge. And the plan is to have one main town close to that area with a nice harbor, fairly decent sized harbor to feed the entire region. Now, when I actually built this, I actually didn't want to put a 2-lane highway going. I actually wanted it to be just a single highway. But because I plan on sharing this, I decided to make it a 2-lane just to make it easier for anybody who grabs this map and actually starts building. But once we start in the first episode, we actually change all of this into a single lane road. Okay, cool. So that's it about this build really. All that's left is putting down the resources, things like your fertile land areas, your oil areas, that kind of stuff. Once all of that is placed down, the map is ready to go. Most of this was actually done, as decorative. I didn't really have any plans of saying I'm gonna have farmlands here or mining here, none of that. I really just put this there because the map looks good, I think. And yeah, that's really it. And yeah, okay, cool. Let this weirdness of me sitting here and talking to myself come to an end. I really can't explain how weird this feels. But hopefully I'll get better at it as time goes along. Please leave your feedback. Give me, constructive criticism in the comments. And let me know what kind of stuff you like to see in this build. Okay. Cool, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one for the first episode. Cool, cheers.